I think today is important to send a message twofold. One, to the internal Berkeley community that does the DEIB work, that we're still here and we're still doing the work. You as individuals still matter and the work that you're doing matters, but also externally to say Berkeley is still here and we're still doing the work.
The Equity in Action Summit is a day about supporting the folks who do the hard things, who say the hard things, who live the hard things, and who are really the possibility models for the future of this work. We wanted folks to show up today feeling supported, feeling fed, feeling loved, but also just feeling inspired to keep going and inspired to rest when they need to. If you look at the program, you'll see a lot of things that are centered on wellness, but you'll also see a lot of stuff on strategy.
We have folks who formally have social justice, DEI work within their title. When we have people who do this work informally, whether it's through staff organizations, whether it's through communities of practice, or whether they're on committees within their various units and divisions. And we wanted to be able to create a through line where the conversations need to take place amongst these groups. We also want to establish a baseline. Everybody's kind of doing this work in silos and in their various spaces. And we said if we can put together a space where we can have similar conversations at the same time, at least we know we're operating for at least some similar frameworks, some similar points of reference, some similar basis of scholarship, and some similar experience.
I'm here to do a workshop on how we evolve and strategize in the era of opposition. It's a workshop to help practitioners move past the inertia that's created by attacks, right? We sort of get paralyzed when we're being attacked or threatened, and to move toward action. And action could mean stay the course, or what we call also strategic inaction, course correct, making small changes here and there, or pivoting and completely changing directions based on political, economic, financial, or other considerations.
Berkeley attracts people who care about these things. So it's not just the people in the conference room who care about these things, but they are the leaders of the choir, and it's important for them to get in sync, to get on the same page so that we can continue to lead our campus going forward. People come to Berkeley because of our values, particularly around diversity, equity, and inclusion. They're looking to us to continue leading the way on this. They're with us, but they need to be led and supported in doing that work.
I want our staff to feel like the work that they do is critical and germane to the mission of this university just as much as faculty and just as much as administrators. And so for me, that looks like leaning into your expertise, speaking up, offering that expertise even when you weren't asked. It looks like creating initiatives, our leadership creating initiatives that give staff resources to build out their ideas and then time to do it.
Lastly, we really wanted to have a space where campus leaders could speak directly, no filter, no roundabout, but directly to the issues of the moments that we're facing right now, and be held accountable, right? To sit before an audience of people who are practitioners in this work and really lay out where they are.
I knew that I was going to hear from a lot of incredible leaders across divisions, within the classroom, within academic departments, within administration, and just feel solidarity. So, today the chancellor said, it's really important that we have your back and we have one another's back. So those expectations were met, if not surpassed.
Experiences like today are absolutely essential because not everybody is in environments where that tension is named or that there's language to describe and communicate that tension in ways that are historically, her storically, our story accurate, so that it holds you accountable, that there's some that you need to learn and there's some that you need to make yourself responsible for. And you have to be in environments where you are taught that difference, where you're taught the difference between these are the things that you need to know, because in the knowing, then you are able to perform better. And then these are the things that we are actually responsible for, and we have to equitably hold ourselves accountable to act from that place of justice.
I think today matters because there is so much that is going on in our worlds, in particular so much that affects what we do as educators in our profession, more specifically attacks on what we do. And so today in particular matters because it's an opportunity to provide support, to provide some education, to provide some space and capacity for people to be able to be in community, to talk through things, to kind of support each other in managing what's going on in our world.
Immediately following the summit, I want people to say, I hope we do this next year, right? I hope people say, I want to fund this next year, right? I hope people say, I'm going to throw lots of resources at this because this is good. And many years from now, I hope that this summit looks less like, how do we strategize to get through this moment? And more like, hey y'all, we're running out of stuff to fight for. So, what are we gonna fight for now? And so if we keep doing our work well, one day I will find out what it looks like to live and not have to do this work. Or maybe my children will, or my children's children. But that's the goal, for us to be able to show up as fully human, not with the constraints of this work.